Data Days so special is the sense of community and shared purposes that underpins them. Because imaging data isn't just a technical asset, it's really a bridge between scientific disciplines and a catalyst for collaboration and a foundation for open science. So I would like to invite all of you to participate very actively throughout all the sessions. Do ask your questions in the chat or also directly, and most importantly, connect with one another. Your voice here is important, and it's an important part of the conversation that we're having this week, but also well beyond then. So thank you once more to all our speakers and the session chairs, and especially to the Euro-BioImaging data team for putting together this really rich and super relevant program, as I find. Let's make this a week of learning, exchange, and inspiration. And yeah, enjoy and welcome once more to the Image Data Community Days.
So we will first start by telling you a little bit about the image data services that Euro-BioImaging is offering, together with a fantastic team that is behind all these services, and give you an idea of the community that we are working together with on a daily basis. And well, it's a good place to be, let's say. So with that, I would get started and tell you a little bit about Euro-BioImaging. Okay. Well, first of all, for those who do not know, Euro-BioImaging is a European research infrastructure consortium. It is a distributed research infrastructure that aims to provide open access to biological and biomedical imaging technologies via internationally recognized cutting-edge imaging facilities. As you can see in the map, we are fairly distributed as we are composed of currently 19 ERIC members, which form 41 nodes, which translates to 237 individual sites, which are microscopy facilities that host cutting-edge instrumentation as well as analysis technologies. When you apply for access to Euro-BioImaging, you do not just get access to instrumentation, but you get access to support from expert technical staff, as well as with the growing data, we're also providing guidance on image data repository usage as well as analysis tools. Together with our nodes, we're also providing training opportunities for everyone about things that are related to imaging instrumentation as well as image data. What does our technology portfolio look like? It's fairly wide, as you can see, everything from atomic resolution of imaging technologies, as well as cellular, molecular organs, up to animals and humans as well. So we go from microscopy technologies to imaging technologies in humans as well. This, of course, gives us the chance of working a lot with correlative imaging modalities, as well as image data analysis that spans a lot of these technologies. Our user procedure is rather simple. You can actually ask us for an initial consultation and put in your access request at the Euro-BioImaging web portal. And after that, you are also able to get scientific advice on your project if that's what you require, and then get technical feasibility depending on the node that you want to go to carry out your imaging experimentation. So this whole procedure of service is supported by technical and expert staff at Euro-BioImaging Hub as well, and eventually you can get access to imaging instrumentation as well as image analysis technologies. Do keep in mind that we have from time to time dedicated user access funding opportunities as well. So please follow our webpage where you have the most updated funding opportunities mentioned. All right, with that, I'm going to dive slowly a little bit more into data because it's beautiful, isn't it? But it's not just beautiful, it's also very informative. And through our imaging facilities, we are producing lots and lots of it. So when we think about image data, we like to think about it as opportunities, but we do understand that it comes with a lot of challenges. So whether you're looking to surf that wave or kind of feeling like you're going to get crushed by it, we want to help you, our users, as well as our nodes staff. So how are we doing this? Well, first of all, it's important for us to understand what makes image data a bit special in certain cases, so that we can provide meaningful support around it. So the size of image data is just huge. It is often very complex in terms of different modalities being put together, as well as the format diversity based on proprietary file formats, as well as new and upcoming file formats. It is a very complex landscape. Additionally, there are security, ethical, and legal issues related to human identifiable imaging. Those are also of big concern, especially when it comes to carrying out your favorite imaging projects. So we try to help people through these processes, and well, this week is going to be a taster for you to see that. Because what we eventually want people to have is to have their image data fair, findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. And I hope after this moment, we will all understand that when we see the word fair, we usually mean the acronym. So you will hear this a lot, and you will during this meeting, but you will also hear how we are enabling the community to make their image data fair. All right. So towards this, Euro-BioImaging is providing image data services in order to have fair image data, as well as services around it to have users make use of their data in the most meaningful way. The first thing that we are providing is image analysis as a service. So if you're a user, you already have your valuable image data, but you need help with image analysis. Yes, we can help you. We have expert node staff currently from 17 different nodes across 12 different countries who are part of Euro-BioImaging that are offering their services. They have opened their doors for you as users to access their image analysis services. You can get support with large image data handling, denoising, registration, segmentation, and you name it. So all those technologies are supported by our expert staff. They also are, our expert staff is also maintaining and developing tools and libraries for image analysis that are openly available for you to use and reuse. So this is an output that they're providing to the community as well. We hope that there is a strong impact of these kind of services where people can see the advantage of sharing image data analysis expertise. This also increases the visibility of expert staff at the nodes, and it promotes fair image analysis practices. I will not go much into details because we have a dedicated session right after this one where some of our fantastic nodes will share how they are providing image analysis as a service. So if you are a user or if you are somebody who wants to maybe offer these services yourself, you can actually hear how our expert nodes are doing this. So please join us at 10 o'clock onwards today. 10 o'clock CET. Oh my God, I'll have to keep doing this because I realize that we have a global audience here. So at 10 o'clock CET, you will be most welcome to join us for this session. Like I said, one more thing, and because I feel like we want you to join us at the image.sc island, please keep in mind that this afternoon we have a mixer, which is a social gathering on the image.sc island. So please follow this link and join us from 2 to 4 CET at CEST actually at the Gather Town, and you can hear from our image analysts, from the nodes, talk to them, exchange experience, and learn how it is to provide image analysis as a service. All right, with that, we move on to the next set of services that we offer. So we also wish to work together with the global image data community because the solutions that we are offering, and again, looking at our audience today, we realize that none of these solutions are very local, but they have a very global outreach. So we are working together with technical as well as community initiative across the globe, including global bioimaging and a lot of partner networks within global bioimaging. We are working together on quality management, like with associations like Quarepalimi, or image analysis like New Bias and GloBias societies. We also work with the technical initiatives like the OME team, VolumeEM, ESME, EDAM, all these communities, because there's a lot of valuable work that is ongoing in these technical communities across the globe that we all need to be aware of, so that none of these solutions are being made in silos. So if you are actually part of some of these communities and you'd like to tell us about the developments you are making towards image data, please reach out to us and we will be more than happy to work with you and bring your work forward to our nodes and users as well. We also work not just with technical communities, but we do engage with the policy and technical initiatives like the European Open Science Cloud. Now, if this word does not mean much to you, do not fret, because on Friday morning, on the 11th of April at 9 o'clock CEST, we will be having a session about the European Open Science Cloud and how policy level data initiative on a European level work, as well as trying to understand what the technical infrastructure looks like and what it means for a user like yourself to be part of the European Open Science Cloud. With that, I would also like to say that a lot of our activities are actually built around different data-heavy projects. Here is just an outlook of a few of the projects that we have either been involved in the past or are currently ongoing. And while I would not have the capacity to tell you about all of them today, but I will definitely mention some of them. And please keep your eyes and ears open. And if you're interested in learning of details of some of these projects, please reach out to us. So the first project that I'm going to mention today is the Founding Guide project. The aim there is to have a global image data ecosystem to enable global image data sharing so that it becomes a resource that everybody across the world can make use of. It is based on the principles of common ontologies for image data storage, as well as the metadata schema that needs to be followed in order to store the ontologies. In this project, we will also be preparing certain community recommendations on how to do proper fair image data management and the kind of ways in which you should be storing your data in order to have them compatible with certain image data repositories, which are open, publicly available image data like the Bioimage Archive, IDR, and the SSBD database based in Japan. So we're really trying to find solutions that are useful to the whole global community. And although the partners are restricted to the ones based in Europe, Japan, and Australia, we wish to have a global outreach of this project and work with the global community here so the solutions are portable for everybody. And here I will give a shout out to my colleague Maria Mirza, who's the scientific project manager of this project. So if you have any questions, comments, or ideas along this, please feel free to reach out to us. With that, I also want to tell you about another project that we are working with. So this is the EU-KIME project, or Cancer Image Europe. Oh, actually, I'm going to take a step back. If you wish to learn more about the Founding Guide project, do keep in mind that on Wednesday, am I a bit lost? Yes, on Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock, you will hear more about this project and a lot of solutions that this can bring to you as a user. Well, after that back and forth, let's move on to EU-KIME project. So the EU-KIME project, or the Cancer Image Europe, is a pan-European federated infrastructure that is presenting and linking cancer research data available for people to use as well as reuse. So if you're a cancer researcher who's interested in working with the image data and you want to figure out where you can access this data, please be sure to check out the dashboard of the Cancer Image Europe platform, and you will realize that you can have some data that you can use further for AI-related methods and so on. Euro-BioImaging is supporting together with its node this development of this platform, and you can hear more about the EU-KIME project, as well as other initiatives on medical image data on Thursday at 1 o'clock CEST. See, this is just a taster. All the details come in the following week. With that, I move on to another project called AI for Life. Yes, this very happy giraffe, you might have seen it around. What it means to do is to connect the life science community with the computer science community so that AI methods for image analysis are readily accessible and usable for the life scientists, benefiting both the computer scientists making these methods as well as the life science community as a user of these methods. Please be sure to check out the Bioimage.io, which is a repository for pre-trained AI models, as well as the datasets in the Bioimage Archive that are AI ready. If you want to learn more about this fantastic project and the activities like the open calls for project, as well as the challenge that they have have taken place during this project, please be sure to join us on Friday morning at 10 o'clock CEST. And here, of course, I give a shout out to my colleague Beatriz Serrano Solano, who's the scientific project manager, as well as Dorothea Dur, who is the project coordinator of AI for Life. All right, moving on. Do keep in mind, and here's a little advertisement for an upcoming community event. So if you're interested in topics like these, AI for Life community event is still open for registration. The event will take place on May 27th to 28th in Finland, in Helsinki. You can learn about the latest outputs as well as ways in which you can work with this platform and get in touch with all the developers of this project. So please feel free to register and join us for the AI for Life community event. All right, with that, I would like to also bring forward another interesting project, because this is the one that is bringing together very many different communities. Now, imaging is very important for biological research, but it also spans a lot of different domains. So the Oscars Fiesta project that again my colleague Beatriz Serrano Solano is running aims to bring together different communities like the bioimaging, astronomy, as well as environmental sciences, so that the image analysis workflows can be cross-domain. So this basically brings together the commonalities between how to do image analysis across domains, from biological imaging to environmental sciences. If these kind of things interest you, like fair image analysis workflows, please keep your eyes and ears open to hear about this project, but also very practically, you can engage with us. You can engage with us by joining our regular meetings, which talk about fair image data workflows. So this is an expert group run by my colleague Beatriz, and the meetings take place every month. So please feel free to register for it. We don't just talk about tools, we also keep each other informed about the upcoming events and so on, so that you are up to date with the latest happenings across this domain. So fair image analysis workflows expert group for you. Please keep in mind and do join us. All right. This brings me to another set of services that we are offering through our image analysis services, which is the Fair Image Data Services. And I pass on to our fantastic image data steward, Isabel Kemmer.
Thanks, Asta. And also from my side, a very warm welcome. It's really a pleasure to having you here. And so for the next few slides, I'll be telling you what we are offering in terms of fair image data services. So in the heart of the fair image data services, we are having the fair data consultations, where you can come and ask your questions all around fair data. But then we also offer trainings, such as this whole week, where on Tuesday, tomorrow at 11 CEST, there will be another fair workshop. We already had 2 of those, and those are recorded. Then we also offer image data management support. And on the other hand, we are in collaboration with image repositories for image data or image metadata. And we are developing open source fair image data tools and workflows. On the next slide, I'll be going a bit more into detail on those services. So first of all, the collaboration with repositories. So we are really positioned well to be the puzzle piece between the users that bring the challenges, but also what they're kind of thinking about when they try to deposit data, and bring those to the respective archives. And with that, be the bridging force, be the driving force for technical developments, and ultimately to enhance the data influx into those repositories. On the next slide, I want to show you the data stewardship service, which, as I told you before, we offer one-on-one guidance for all topics related to image data verification in all stages of the data lifecycle, from project planning up until data deposition and reuse. And that is one example here that you see on the right, where we had a project together in bringing this really nice and large data sets of 12 terabytes. You see it over 650,000 files. So that was really a very extensive project, and bringing that to the Bioimage archive. So now everyone, including you, can make use of that fantastic data. And we were only able to make this available by having the data stewardship service. So there was someone to take care of all the data deposition. So on the next slide, I'll again highlight the FAIR data trainings. And you see here on the image, we had 2 iterations already of the Guide to FAIR Bioimage Data events. And as I said, tomorrow at 11 CST, there will be another iteration on those Guide to FAIR Bioimage Data events. This time, it's really designed for facilities to get together and discuss and share best practices in how we can enhance the FAIR workflows inside facilities so that the resulting user projects are also more fair. And here on the screen, you see the QR code and the link to access all of the past events. And we will also try to record as many sessions of this event as possible to make it available for you afterwards. So if you have missed one of those sessions, you're always free to go back and listen to those recorded talks. And also in last year's workshop, we did do some interactive exercises. Those are also present on the training materials page that you see here. And then finally, on the next slide, I'll briefly show you some other freely available FAIR data resources that can help you on your journey of making your data more fair. Like, for example, we have developed a bioimaging tailored data management plan template for your scientific data that you can just download and start to fill in. Since it's a fillable PDF, it's really easy just to get started and fill in your data management information. And then I also want to highlight the decision tree to find your right repository to deposit your image data. That will really take you step by step through the questions and the requirements of each repository. So in the end, you get the answer of where you should deposit your specific imaging data. And if you find that your data is most suitable in the Bioimage archive, then we've also developed a step-by-step recipe for data deposition in the Bioimage archive. So you can follow on a real-life example that we have worked through in the data stewardship consultations. You can follow through the deposition process and take from there the necessary steps to also bring your data to the Bioimage archive. And then lastly, the publications on FAIR image data sharing. This is only an example of manuscripts and papers that we have published to make, let's say, an overview of the current landscape of FAIR image data in bioimaging. So you can get an overview on all of the different parts that have to be moving in place to make a FAIR image data ecosystem. And with that, I give it back to Asta.
Thank you so much, Isabel. And thank you for telling us about all these resources that anyone can make use of. So please, we encourage you to go check out these resources, use them. And if you have any ideas around it, please feel free to contact us, and we'll try to do our best to help you have similar events. All right. With that, I would like to tell you that, the path to FAIR data is not easy, and it needs to be supported, as Isabel told us about all of these nice resources that one can use. But there's also certain technical tools that one would require at some point of time in order to provide and to make image data fair. Now, this slide is a bit of an overview of the tools and workflows management systems for analysis that Euro-BioImaging is developing. So one of my colleagues, Burak Özdemir, is developing a lot of tools and libraries and workflows around OME-ZAR, which is a community-supported file format, to make sure that people are able to make the best use of it and have all the libraries and tools that are required in order to use this newly developed file format in your classical tools. And on the other hand, we have dedicated tools and repositories around preclinical image data, both for data management and curation, that are developed by my colleagues Ferial and Dario, together with Francesco and Kranti from their team. Now, I'm not the one to tell you more about it, so let's see what Burak wants to say. Burak, please take it away.
This is Burak. As Asta mentioned, we also contribute technical work in the form of development of tools and workflows for image data management and analysis, including biological and medical image domains, image data domains. So our technical contributions include software packages around the standardized image data formats, OIMI-TIFF and OIMI-ZAR, which is a next generation file format, cloud compatible, cloud optimized file format. And some of these tools that we are developing are focused on converting image data collections to one of these standardized formats. And others focus on like facilitating and handling of image data that are stored in the OIMI-ZAR format, also optionally in object storage. And most of these tools are available both from our GitHub organization, which you can visit, and we would be very happy to contributions from other developers as well. And also these tools are available as Anaconda packages too, so they are readily installable. And additionally, we also contribute to the maintenance of a bioimage analysis desktop, Band. Band is basically a remote desktop that's hosted on an HPC cluster, and it's globally available for everyone. So it contains a number of different image analysis tools that are readily usable, and also these tools can also be run on HPC. So it's also possible for you to run your tool on large collections of image data sets for high performance. And Band is also very well suited for image analysis service provision, and especially for training events. So that's because it provides a multi-user environment. So once you install your software, and it's available for all the users from the same environment, that eliminates the operating system conflicts. And you can also use Band for your own training events. We would just expect you to contact us in advance, like 2 weeks in advance, so we can make your tools also available on Band and allocate and spare resources for your users. And now Feryal can continue with the medical image data analysis and management section.
So my name is Feryal Ramadan, and I am an image data scientist at Euro-BioImaging, and it's my pleasure to give you a quick and brief overview of our data management. So to support the FAIR principle for preclinical image datasets, we have developed and are providing several tools for researchers, including preclinical image dataset repository, PDAR, which is a public repository that houses metadata describing preclinical image datasets from any biomedical imaging modality and link it to a peer-reviewed publication. The datasets are organized through a structured metadata model and curated using selected ontologies. And currently, PDAR includes 19 studies. For XNAT-PEAK is a free open source Windows desktop application designed to simplify the management of preclinical image data, and it's streamlined the upload of multi-modality imaging studies to XNAT platform, and include also editable custom forms that allow user to annotate information for the datasets. Additionally, we provide an XNAT instance dedicated to sharing and processing preclinical image data, which is also connected to the PDAR repositories. You can begin exploring this tool by scanning these QR codes. And if you are interested in learning more about our tools, we'd like to invite you to join us on Tuesday for Founding Guide session from 9 to 11, and again on Thursday from 9 to 12 p.m. For the preclinical session. So during those both sessions, my colleague and I will provide in-depth detail about how our tools can be effectively used with preclinical datasets. So now I will hand over to Ashta. Thank you.
Well, with that, I want to just wrap up this meeting, this session by saying that this is the overview of our image data services that we hope are both our nodes as well as the users, as well as you all, the whole imaging community can make use of. Most of our materials are available online. If you see something and you don't find a way to access it, I'm sure we can provide them for you.